So at the end of day 7, we have our register phase working, where we have an input for the full name. We see the camera preview. You can either take a photo or open your gallery and select an image, and you have your register phase button. So you can either take a photo or retake the photo and select an image from the gallery. So let me open my gallery and select an image of myself. Okay. And then enter the name. So let's say Faith MAUI. So we can identify that it is from our app. So register the face. And we have our alerts that Faith MAUI has been successfully registered. So we are going to verify by checking from the database and then recognizing the image, recognizing my face on web to see if our face was actually registered. We have our Neon database. I'm using the Vessel database. We have a few registered faces here already, and then the facial features table. So let's refresh. Okay, so we can see that we have Faith MAUI here. Now let's try and recognize my face. Use webcam. All right, so we see we have 2 matches because I already previously registered my face. So Faith MAUI with 63% confidence, which means that our app is successfully sending data to our API. Hey friends, welcome to day 7 of my Build Something Real series, where I'm building a mobile application with .NET MAUI to show how I would approach learning a new framework. So for those who are new to this, I'm taking a web application which I have built, a facial recognition web application, and rebuilding it in a mobile app or as a mobile application. So far we have, don't look at the UI yet, we'll do the UI later. We have our register face, which is almost replicating the web app, and we want to connect it to the backend now, to the API, which is where the real magic happens. So for most or all applications, you connect it to an API, application programming interface, that provides the functionality for the application. So when you click register, you're not just doing some dummy data, but you're actually sending the data to a server somewhere that gives you the response. When you click recognize, you are sending your data to your server that gives you a response. So we are setting up the HTTP client today. And one of the things I like to do is to abstract logic that will be repeated. So the dry principle, don't repeat yourself. So we have our facial recognition service, and we are likely also going to have an authentication service. And we could have other services. So instead of repeating the HTTP client logic in all these services, we'll abstract them into a base HTTP client, and then our other services would inherit from our base HTTP client. All right, so let's get right into it. Day 7 involved doing a number of things, and I'll just run through them quickly because it's not a tutorial. I'm just talking about how to build the application. So I'm building the app using the MVVM model. So our screen or our register page is our register.xaml. Then we have our view model for the register page. And because we are reusing the camera on the register and recognize page, the camera was abstracted into its own view model. So we have the camera view model, and we also have the photo picker service to allow us to select an image from our gallery, which is quite straightforward in MAUI because we have the photo picker service from MAUI, which is cool. And for our API service, I implemented a base HTTP service because we're going to have our recognition service and our authentication service. So as well, instead of replicating the code, created a base HTTP service with our posts and get functions. And then we have our face recognition service. So we have our register face function here that submits a multi-part form to our API, which our API expects. And so all these together are what has given us the functionality to be able to register a face. Now in MAUI, when you create your services, you have to register your services. So we have the registration for all our services here. It's been a good learning experience, practically implementing the MVVM. When I started reading about it and doing it in the Microsoft Learn tutorials, I didn't really grasp the concept well, which is one of the things. So as you implement the concept, you begin to understand it better. So when you are learning something for the first time and you don't understand, don't sweat. Just keep doing it, repeating yourself, and then you grab it. So in day 8, we are going to plug in our recognize face so that we can recognize our images in our app. See you.